Huh. It was weird. Seems like my connection wasn't working for a moment, but now it seems fine. Well, anyway, let's get 'em moving. I'll have this set up in just a moment. YouTube ain't cooperating at the moment. Please be patient. Alright. I think I got the screen up now. Let's, get this up here. Restream chat? Hello? Let's see what the Twitch translation bot says. It says, okay, it says the bot translation bot's online. So, okay, so let me explain what's going on here now. A YouTube channel called K Tapes uploaded a full tape of the Korean Super Mario Super Show. So I'm gonna skim through it and check out the live action segments, and you'll see a bit of my reaction to them here. And then after that, we could try checking some other things out. Anyway, SKC. Yep. Oh, let's skip the cartoon segments for now. From the beginning. So this is the one that was uploaded once before, and I found that rip, and that rip is subtitled. But I'd probably want to make a new version of that with this rip, because this rip is better. It doesn't have a watermark, and it's at the correct aspect ratio. So yeah, since this doesn't have subtitles, I'll probably have to explain some of the what's going on. Well, except I'm lazy and I don't really want to. But yeah! Anyway, hello, Sonic Cool.
네가 100m를 12초에 뛴단 말이야? 아니, 50m. 에이, 말이지. 너는 그러니까 말이지. 달리기를 못하는 거야. 너 미국의 그 유명한 육상 선수 아니? 서울 올림픽에서 금메달을 4개나 딴 사관왕. 그 이름도 유명한
Oh, shoot.
칼국수.
Apologies for that.
칼국수? 알아? 나는 칼 루이스는 들어봐도 칼국수는 처음인데. 칼국수가 누구야?
Ah, yeah. Well, I'll get to that one a bit later.
아유, 사랑하는 내 명팬아. 이 형님이 잠깐 실수를 했다. 그래, 맞아. 칼 루이스. 그래, 너 그 칼 루이스를 아니? 나는 이 칼 루이스를 잘 아는데 칼 루이스는 나를 잘 모를걸? 야, 너 참 멍청하다. 그거 당연한 거 아니니? 그 칼 루이스는 100m를 10초 안에 뛰는 아주 세계적인 선수야. 그러니까 칼 루이스 그 꽁무니에는 제트기 엔진을 달았나? 왜 그렇게 빠르지?
프랑스 안녕?
바울이 안녕.
안녕?
바울아, 웬일이니? 응? 아이고, 이건 내가
German as well?
좋아하는 아이스크림인데.
Oh, dang, I'll have to look that up too.
방울아,
네?
그거 맛있어?
네, 너무 맛있어요.
정말로?
네.
방울아?
네?
이제 옛날에
네.
어느 한 입만 줘.
싫어요. 아저씨도 저번에 내가 한 입 달라 그러니까 안 줬잖아요.
아니, 그걸 언제 다 기억하고 있지? 방울아.
Oh.
옛날에
Does that one have its own live action segments as well?
살면서 신청이가 인당수에 한 입만 줘.
그래요.
아이고 치사해. 알았어. 알았어. 너희들이 잘 먹어. 알았어. 짠.
저거 초식이잖아.
마리오 형. 웬이 고물 초시계야?
맞아요.
아, 그러니까 이걸 가지고 우리 방울공주가 아이스크림을 몇 초 동안 먹을 수 있나? 뭐 이런 거 실험해 보려고 그러는 거야? 아이고. 야, 그게 아니라 이 초시계는 뭐냐면은 시간 정지 초시계라는 거야. 너희들 한번 따라해봐. 시간 정지 초시계? 그래. 이게 뭐 하는 건데? 방울아, 그리고 멍청한 나의 동생 말이지. 너희들 이거 어디 가서 입 밖에 내지 마라. 이거는 아주 세계적으로 나 혼자 독창적으로 개발한 아주 무시무시한 기계야. 이게 뭐냐면 시간을 정지시키는 그러한 기계야.
It's a bit unfortunate that like you're like none of the
깜짝 놀랐어.
I don't know if any of the Deke DVDs out in modern day have any of the content made specifically for foreign countries. Like, it's particularly tragic in the case of Mario because it seems like there's a lot of it. Man, that ice cream is totally bacteria laden.
내 아이스크림. 내 아이스크림 왜 이러지?
나안 먹었어.
마리오
어.
아저씨.
이거 시간 정지 초시간이고 장난치는 거지. 에이 야! 알았어. 내가 말이지 너를 용서해 주려고 그랬잖아.
This scene is totally a special effects failure. These characters are supposed to all be frozen in time, yet they're totally failing at actually being frozen. It's funny. It's so corny.
자, 그래서 내가 너한테 버리장머리를 고쳐주겠단 말이지. 아하.
Jigglypuff!
나는 말이지. 아주 말이지.
I wonder if this piece of music is something. It sounds like maybe an actual Korean composition as opposed to just some synthesized stuff like they use for the custom music for the cartoon segments.
방울아 왜 그래? 자기 지금 저기 야! 너희들이 아무리 까불어봤자 나한테는
Hello, Pio.
적당한다. 내가 이 시간 정지 초시기를 갖고 있기 때문이야. 나는 언제 어디서나 먹고 싶은 음식을 마음대로 먹을 수 있고 공짜로 먹을 수 있고 그다음에 여탕에 가서도 목욕을 할 수 있는 위대한 발명.
Now I think of it, that thing Luigi's holding now, that is a steel pipe piece, isn't it? That's probably like the one thing that kind of alludes to them being plumbers. But it's kind of weird. The setting for this one doesn't have any other trace of them being plumbers.
안 돼.
아니, 내가 이따가 아이스크림 한큼 많이 사줄게요.
뭐?
Like the rest of the stuff is all just like random nerd fare. You know what I mean?
아이스크림은 내가 제일 좋아하는 건데 방울이가 많이 사주니까 한 번만 빌려줘야지. 그러면 너 한 번만이야.
네.
Like the model airplane,
네.
the Sentai mask.
이거는 손에 안 갖고 있는 사람이 뭐 움직이는 거야. 어떻게 꼭 잡고 둘이서 해보는 거야. 자, 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷! 드디어 성공했다. 가만 있어봐. 형이 아이스크림에도 감춰놨지? 아, 여기 있었구나. 여기
I'm going to assume there are some licensing hell issues regarding the custom-made content. That's probably the reason why. That's probably the reason why this stuff is like you can't really find it. And that's the end of that first live action segment. Oh, let's get to the next one that's on this tape. Incidentally, these live action segments are about they're about 8 minutes long, aren't they? Well, like not 8.5 minutes long. Like let's run a quick comparison to see what the live action segments of the American version are. Because I remember when I grabbed the Rodent's Inventor rip, I was surprised at how short that was. Like it was only like less than 4 minutes. Mario Super Show live action segment. Okay, so the live action segments with Lou Albano and Danny Wells are about 6 minutes. that's of course when you include all the little extra scenes like the eye catches and the Zelda preview, I think. So that might be affecting it. So the Korean ones seem like they go on the longest. I am curious about the specifics. What the specifics of that are for. Anyway, let's oh, that's two. Okay, let's go here. Mario is a real airplane nerd in this version. I wonder if there's any particular. I think the game's my foot. That might be the reason why. Do Mario and Luigi do that introduction every episode for the live action segments here? So it seems like this girl is a regular. I tried asking people, asking around for people to try to translate like her name and whatnot. Apparently, I think they said her name translates as like Rose or something, but people are a bit confused about it. There's some speculation that she might be meant to be Princess Peach, but I don't necessarily think that's the case.
마리오 아저씨가 개미예요? 이런 데 들어가게 이런데?
야야야. 정말 내가 생각나는데 옛날에 이 마리오 형하고 술래잡기를 했던데.
But yeah, like going by what I know about this, it seems like most of the episodes involve some shenanigans with Mario, Luigi, and this girl.
그럼 또 부산에 갔나?
아니야 여기 어디.
Anyway, hello, Viperous VTuber.
그거 있잖아. 찾다가 못 찾으면은.
Wait, is that an actual VTuber in the chat? I doubt these people knew who Pauline was. Like, remember, this is adapted off Super Show. Pauline was not in Super Show. Donkey Kong was not in Super Show.
깨꼬리도 깨꼬리지만은 개구리 있잖아 개구리. 대구에 그 개구리 소년들은 어디가 있을까?
정말.
빨리 집에 돌아와야 될 텐데, 그지?
근데 여기 없는 거 아니에요, 마리오 아저씨?
아니야 어디 안에 있을게. 내가 옛날 얘기 하나 해줄까?
아 싫어요.
나오겠지 뭐.
아 싫다니까요. 그나저나 목말른지.
It seems like they have Christmas lights at the window for some reason. That's kind of silly.
저 냉장고는 있을
I guess it does imply they are trying to run a business in there, but like I said, it doesn't look anything like the old Mario Bros. Plumbing.
냉장고 안에 어머님 계시니?
Dynamite Heady, that was a long time ago. Wow.
못 찾겠다.
Yeah, I don't think Korea got Captain N, as far as I know. Oh! Mario was stuffed in the fridge! Mario was in the fridge! Mario was stuffed in the fridge!
완전히 얼었네. 아이고.
Luigi, what did you do? How is that happening?
이것도 사살 내려주자. 자, 이것도 사살. 자, 하나, 둘, 야, 성공했다. 가만 있어봐.
Is their fridge that cold? Like, there must be something wrong with their fridge setting if it's freezing them in the fridge. Like, the fridge is supposed to be chilling, but not necessarily freezing.
성공했다. 아니 이게 왜 이러지? 왜 이래? 가만 있어봐. 형, 불쌍한 우리 마리오 형 조금만 기다려봐요. 형이 다.
Oh man, if Japan got Super Show, they'd probably also have their own live action segments, and they would be like a holy grail.
하나, 둘, 셋 하면 꼭 잡고 있어. 아이고 우리 형.
Like, I wonder who they'd have gotten to play Mario and Luigi.
자, 끝났다. 이제는.
Okay, these visual gags are definitely more like classic Super Show.
하나,
Like, I'm pretty certain they had an episode similar to this in Super Show, where Mario was stuck inside something for most of the episode, and then when he came out, he was in trouble, basically.
방울아, 안 되겠다. 뭐 좋은 방법이 없을까?
맞아요. 좋은 방법을 생각해내는.
옳지, 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 옳지.
왜요?
시청자 여러분, 지금부터
Well, yeah, logically you'd think he'd be running out of breath. He'd die of running out of breath, but yeah.
가만 있었더라. 이거 어디 갔더라? 옳지, 여기 있었구나. 자, 이거예요.
So he's gonna defrost Mario with a hairdryer.
조금 기다려요. 아, 이 사랑하는 동생 말이지가.
This totally seems like some classic style Super Show gag.
있죠.
아, 이거 여기가 아니구나. 아이고. 아, 여기가 아니지. 자, 잘 봐라. 풀린다. 자, 풀린다. 어깨가 풀린다. 자, 양손이 다 풀렸고, 배가 풀린다. 오른다리, 왼다리.
What is this dance? I do not think Korea got Saturday Supercade.
마리오 아저씨가 냉동 인간에서 풀려났네.
야, 방울아. 얼음덩어리 봐. 방울아. 다시는 냉장고에 안 들어갈게.
아무리 숨을 데가 없어도 그렇지 냉장고에 이렇게 들어가면 큰일 나는 거란 말이에요.
그렇지? 마리오 형. 형이 난 정말 큰일 나는.
Viventir sounds like a bot.
나도. 참 내가
Are there any mods in the chat?
의자 뒤나 저기 텔레비.
I'm probably gonna have to kick that bot out. Well, he's probably gone already, so there's probably no point.
아, 배고파. 그러지 마. 알았어. 불쌍한 형을 위해서 이 사랑하는 동생이 오늘 맛있는 거 사주고 싶어. 그래? 먹고 싶어.
그래요. 빨리 얘기하세요.
내가 먹고 싶은 거 다 해줄 거야?
Well, of course, North Korea wouldn't get this. They were kind of busy being a totalitarian government.
형, 동태찌개는 얼음고기야. 그런 거 먹으면 안 돼. 얼었어? 그럼 안 되지. 그럼 나 뭐 먹으면 좋을까? 형은 아이스크림을 먹는 거야.
아이스크림도 얼은 거잖아요.
So is it a running gag for them to like ice cream in these live-action skits? In this one? I guess they couldn't get any pizza in South Korea?
뭐 멍청이 같은 소리만 하니까. 야, 방울아. 이 마리오 발명가가 뭐 먹으면 좀 몸에 좀 도움이 되겠니?
구수한 된장찌개 같은 거.
Ah, yes. Yes. The Hyundai Super Convoy. Yes. They got a really cool TV ad for that, though.
여러분, 장난을 칠 때 냉장고에 들어가는 장난을 치면 절대로 안 됩니다.
맞아요.
위험해요. 맞아요. 여러분, 잠시 후에 이 마리오가 악당 키더 선장으로 변장을 하여 쿠파 왕을 혼내줄 것을 약속을 드립니다. 기대해 주세요.
That's something about Koopa? So it's like, dude, are they like aware of the cartoon segments, or is it like, how does Koopa factor? Like, Koopa clearly doesn't actually factor into the actual live action segments there. Like, oh man, that opens up a load of questions. That opens up a load of questions. A whole load of questions about the Korean lore. The Korean Super Mario lore! What the hell? Anyway, let's listen to this before we move on. do you really think South Koreans can rap? I mean, I guess if they could, they probably would have tried it on that. But that's like that instrumental to promo rap sounds like one of those janky reedies you'd hear at a karaoke bar. It just sounds just slightly off from what the original was, in a way that makes you think it's meant to be legally distinct. Anyway, that's currently all I got of Korean Super Show, but I did show K-Tapes my appreciation on the comments of his channel, and hopefully that will inspire him to dig up more of that. In the meanwhile, also in the comment section, somebody was talking about Danish Super Mario 3, and before that point, I never heard of it. And apparently it was on YouTube for a while, but the person who uploaded on YouTube privated all the videos. So I looked on Web Archive, and I found a single episode. So I'm gonna watch it now. These were apparently made for Super Mario 3 for the Danish audience. They also got like the Lou Albano Danny Wells stuff in the original Super Show, so I'm guessing this was meant to be like a continuation of it. That picture of their building looks kind of jank.
Han har sit eget blikkenslagerværksted her på Rørtangvej, og I kan tro, at han er spændende at være sammen med. Han er simpelthen den allerbedste storebror, som jeg nogensinde har haft.
Nå, der sidder han igen og laver ingenting.
Apparently these had subtitles when they were originally up, but they aren't on the net archive or the web archive upload, so
Jeg sidder og tænker på, hvordan at du kan blive
couldn't really work with that, you know?
Den gyldne hane!
Men ved du hvad, der går nok lidt tid før du bliver det.
Hvad er klokken da?
Ja, den er 7:30.
Jamen, så er det jo tid til en tegnefilm.
Du Mario, så du det var også på tegnefilm? Tror du ikke, vi kan bruge det til at få nogle flere kunder, hva'?
Jo, Luigi, så kunne jeg rime. Vi kunne lave slogans. Vi kunne lave tv-reklamer.
Ja, og så kunne vi få noget arbejde for de rige og de raske. Jeg kan næsten ikke vente med at komme i gang. Det er løjet fedt. Du Mario, kan du ikke rime lidt?
Jo, det kan jeg da.
The set of this is kind of interesting. It looks like they tried to approximate the look of the Albano Danny Wells skits, but without any of the animatronics and whatnot.
En gang til.
Har de problemer med
Also, way less actors.
Ja, og mere endnu, Mario.
Luigi, hold op med det pjat. Jeg kan jo ikke rime hele dagen.
Ja, er du sur? Det har jeg et middel imod.
Dans med Mario! Sving din arm, stræk dit venstre ben. Kom og vær med fra start. Dans med Mario!
This song sounds like something I'd hear at one of our local Polish festivals.
Ja.
Ved du hvad? Tror du ikke, vi skulle tage en sund?
En sund, hvad er det for en?
Det er sådan en, man spiser, når man er rund.
Jo.
Kom, kom. En lille en.
Mario og Luigi kommer hver mandag på TV2. Næste gang er altså næste mandag 5:15, 17:45.
Hopefully, people will find the episodes that were on YouTube, more of the episodes that were on YouTube of that. Again, it's a real bummer that I didn't hear about this until after all the videos were privated. And to the point where I kind of feel like, what was the idea behind excluding me? Like, people know I look for this stuff. Oh.
TV2 og Nintendo Game Boy præsenterede Super Mario Brødrenes eventyr.
Okay, so that was all I really had planned, unless there's suddenly... You know what, let's look up German Super Mario Super Show, since it came up in the chat. There's German intro. There's... Super Mario Bros. Cover song collection. Wow. Somebody actually went and did that. I can't really find too much that would be notably interesting in German Super Mario. Like, I'm getting some dubs of the cartoon, but that's kind of about it. Well, I mean, they're probably done. They're probably sung well and whatnot, but they're not. But I mean, like, I'm kind of looking for the custom content. Like when you built me up like that, I was kind of looking for the custom content. The custom content that I'm never gonna get in any of the DVDs in around here. You know what I mean? Uh. Of course, now when I look up Bro Dennis Eventer on YouTube, my re-uploads is one of the first on like YouTube or Google. My re-uploads the first result. That's nice. Oh, and there's So yeah, I did try asking around to see if anybody had more of the episodes on like Twitter and whatnot. So far, it's been like kind of no luck. Like basically just the one episode that's on Web Archive. Yes, the German dude Mario with misheard lyrics. That's funny, but it's kind of more like an internet meme. I guess, let's see. I'm gonna comb through the Korean Super Show episodes, but I'm not gonna show them on stream because they're gonna get Content ID claim. I'm just gonna try to see if I can get anything out of the audio from them, since we now got a rip that goes right along with the cartoon with these cartoons. Let's see. So the first episode on the tape is Star Koopa. Or wait, is it Star Koopa? Or is it... Well, it's the other episode that's in outer space. My bad. And the second episode on the tape is Pirates of Koopa. Oh, this instrumental is from the animated intro for when the cartoon segments start. So that's another thing that's a bit different.
우주 여행을 하던 중에 갑자기 쿠퍼왕의 우주선을 만나 공격을 받게 되자 우리는 정신없이 도망치게 됐다.
아이고 무서운 공격이네.
가만히 있자. 도대체 우리가 우주에 어디쯤 와 있는지 알아보자.
I wonder if these are the same guys that do the voices in the live action segments.
좋은 일도 있고 나쁜 일도 있지. 이보다 더 나쁜 게 뭐 있니? 좋은 소식부터.
They don't really sound the same.
다 와간다고. 나쁜 소식은 뭔데? 나쁜 소식은 우리가 이제 곧 불시착하게 된다는 거야. 우후.
연료도 다 쏟아졌어요. 우리 보급품도 다 잃어버렸어.
Oh, the animation was done in Korea. Well, that's probably why Korea even has their own version. You'd think if the animation was done in Korea, they wouldn't have such cheesy special effects in the Korean version that are obviously just meant to hide all the English text. Oh god, that's Mauser's voice? Yikes! He sounds like he has lung cancer!
그렇게 형편없는 착륙은 아니었지만 지금 우리는 공중에 떠 있잖아. 그건 중력이 다르기 때문에 그럴 거예요, 공주님.
중력 좋아하네. 날 잡아. 내 뒤에는 마리지가 있으니까. 내 뒤에는 연장통도 있고.
So, Luigi stole Marigi in these cartoon segments.
자, 이 연장통을 바닥짐으로 사용하자. 무거워야 가라앉지.
Toad still stuffs the wrench in his pants.
이 연료와 보급품과 식량만 있으면 돼. 특히 식량. 이 사막군인 행성에서 그런 것들을 어떻게 구하겠니?
우리 초록인이 도와드리죠. 당신들이 마우저의 행포에서 우리를 구해주셨으니까.
마우저라고요? 어이구 맙소사. 당신은 착륙기지에 있는 줄 알았는데 내 손을 잡으세요.
여러분, 빨리 우리 배에 타세요.
정말 미안하게 됐어요.
소용없어요. 마우저는 이 초록성의 지배자 초록 쿠퍼의 명령에 따를 뿐이에요.
초록 쿠퍼?
큰일 났구나. 메이데이, 메이데이.
아이고 어쩌나 이 낡은 배마저 침몰하겠네. 염려 없어. 구멍 뚫린 것이 두 군데니까 그것만 떼우면 괜찮아. 공짜로 떼워주지. 떠내려가지 않게 붙잡고 있어. 이게 바로 샤워 조치법이란 거야. 우리 우주선도 이렇게 간단히 수리할 수 있으면 좋겠다.
우리 초록 공장에는 여러분에게 필요한 물건이 뭐든지 있어요.
그런데 딱 한 가지 문제가 있어요.
만일 초록 쿠퍼에게 잡히면 쇠사슬로 묶이고 끓는 기름 속에 들어갔다가 평생 노예가 될 거예요.
그건 가장 마음 좋은 처벌이죠.
마우저가 부하들에게 비상 경계령을 내리지 않으면 좋겠는데.
You can't tell the way they're talking in this dub. It's a bit different from how they talk naturally in the Korean live action segments.
자, 어떻게 몰래 숨어 들어가지? 초록이들로 위장했다고 안 들킬까? 야, 우리 엄마라도 날 못 알아볼 거야.
그럼 아예 이 초록성의 바위로 위장할까 그랬나 봐.
저것 봐! 보급품이다!
열려다.
사고다! 다들 바위인 것처럼 꼼짝하지 마.
저 바보 같은 푸포의 부하가 속아 넘어갔네.
아, 이제 우리가 걱정해야 할 것은 그저
초록 푸파다.
그래, 위대하신 초록 행성의 왕이시다.
Koopa kind of sounds. That voice kind of fits. It kind of sounds more like a Ganon voice than a Koopa voice to me, but it works.
파티가 시작될 때까지 기다려라, 이 꼴보기 싫은 초록인들아.
일이 정말 난처하게 됐네요.
그래, 너도 이젠 그 짝이다 꼬마야. 니들 평생 쇠사슬을 차고 노예로 지내게 될 것이다.
So this seems to be directly from the Korean tape. So that awkward cut is in the Korean tape. Like, it doesn't have the proper fade out effects for like the commercial breaks and whatnot. I'm guessing that was a time edit. I'm not entirely certain. I don't really get why that happens with this one, but yeah. Yeah, they probably are played by different actors in these cartoon segments.
그거는 내가 조종하고 있어. 전자 정치도 얼마든지 조종하는 거야.
I remember hearing that for that Brodensi Ventor, the live action segments for Danish, the actors in that are different from the voices in the cartoon as well.
또 다른 행성을 점령해야겠다.
So that seems to be common when they do this custom content. Oh yeah, when they do the part with the chain song, where originally the chain song played, the cover song Chains, you get this custom music made specifically for the Korean version of the show now. I'm gonna guess that they couldn't get the licenses to the well, that's what I'd initially think. Like, maybe they couldn't get the licenses to the cover songs. They kind of messed up the editing for that in Pirates of Koopa, though. Like, when I get to that, like, you'll hear it a bit.
너희들을 쇠사슬에 감긴 채로 놔둘 순 없어.
시간이 없어요. 어서 도망치세요.
누구도 이 초록 쿠파한테서 도망칠 수 없다. 빨리 해! 어서 페달을 밟아라! 주머니의 연장 때문에 무거워서 되겠나?
천왕인들, 우리가 사용할 수 있는 것은 오직 쇠사슬뿐이다. 어서 가세요.
차마 못 보겠어. 초록인들이 우리를 구해준 거야.
보지 마세요. 페달만 밟아요.
하엽슨 초록인들을 그렇게 남겨두고 오는 게 아닌데.
물론이죠. 그보다 먼저 쿠퍼부터 처치해야 돼요. 저것 봐. 말이지. 조종관을 잡아.
정신 나갔니? 지금 먹을 거 생각할 때가 아니잖아.
쿠퍼 우주선의 공격을 막을 특별 스파게티를 만들고 있는 중이야. 적죄 심한 녀석들을 없애버리겠다.
속도가 떨어지고 있다. 이러다가는 붙잡히겠어. 전속력으로 전진.
나한테로 오느라 요 살구시만한 녀석들.
으아, 정말 큰일 났어요. 호퍼의 우주선이 지금 막 우리 우주선을 잡아먹으려고 해요.
만만하게 잡아먹힐 수야 없지. 모조리 내다버려. 부엌 싱크대까지 남기지 말고. 안 되겠다. 비상식량만 남겨놓고는 뭐든지 다 버려야만 된다. 이것만은 안 돼. 마지막 남은 스파게티를 버릴 수는 없어.
마리오, 미안하지만 이건 어쩔 수 없는 일이야.
아이고, 저 아까운 스파게티를 어쩌나.
Oh, okay. Igel. That's the name I was looking for, I think. Hold on, let's how would I write out that name? That looks like more like Igoo. Yeah, but it seems like they call Peach Igo in the well, they call Princess Toadstool Igo in the Korean Super Show as well. So I guess that is meant in the Korean lore that girl in the live action segments and Princess Toadstool are meant to be the same person. That is very shocking. Let me go back to the greeting they did for her and when she appears in this live action segment. Let me go back to that. Let's just to cross-check this. Just to cross-check this. No, it's too...
칼 루이스는 나를 잘 모를 거야. 야, 너 참 멍청하다. 그거 당연한 거 아니니? 그 칼 루이스는 100m를 10초 안에 뛰는 아주 세계적인 선수야. 그러니까 칼 루이스 그 꽁무니에는 제트기 엔진을 달았나? 왜 그렇게 빠르지?
And she...
바울이 안녕.
Alright, and then cross-check that again with the scene.
안 되겠다. 비상식량만 남겨놓고는 뭐든지 다 버릴 수는 없어.
마리오, 미안하지만 이건 어쩔 수 없는 일이야.
아이고, 저 아까운 스파게티를 어쩌나.
Yeah. It seems like Igo is a name for a Korean girl. Like, apparently, I get... Let's, yeah. Like when I type in Igor Yang, founder, president, and CEO, Dia Carta. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking Igor is a common Korean name. So they gave Princess Toadstool a common Korean name for some reason. All right, I'm learning this. She's underage? What? I mean, I wouldn't know the first thing about her age. Well, I mean, this was recorded in like the 90s, or maybe the 80s. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Yeah. But yeah, alright, I figured that out. So, the princess's name in Korea is Aigwo.
저런 가엾은 초록인들. 쿠퍼는 저 초록인들을 노예로 만들고 말 거야.
쿠퍼의 쇠사슬 장치에 통했으니까
That was an important thing I wanted to figure out, because that's a very strange thing for the Korean version to do.
그게 음악이라는 거야. 저 우주선을 때문에.
You think Peach was... I mean... It'd be very implausible for Peach to be doing a lot of stuff she does in Super Show if she was, like, still a teenager. Like, very frequently she acts more like a mother figure than anyone that would be a teenager, you know what I mean? But then you get to the one in the you get the Aigwo in the live-action segment, and she definitely acts more like a teenager. It's very, very interesting. So one name I don't think I got was Toad's name in this. I should try paying attention a bit more and see if I can get Toad's name for the Korean version. So let me listen to Pirates of Koopa for a bit. Kazoo Zelda made it in the Korean dub. Which is interesting, because I don't really know if Zelda got dubbed in all these other countries along with Super Show. Like, when I see all these episodes that are dubbed, I see Super Show, but I don't see Zelda. Like, they're more likely to dub the Lou Albano, Danny Wells live-action segments than they are to dub Zelda.
왜 태워주셨죠?
우리 선원들이 도망쳤으니까 선원들은 쿠퍼 해적선 때문에 겁이 나서 한 명도 타지 않았어.
에? 지금 뭐라고 하셨죠? 쿠퍼 해적이요?
그래. 쿠퍼 해적은 이 근처 바다를 지나가는 배를 습격하고 보물을 빼앗아가거든.
큰일 났네. 쿠퍼를 피해서 안전하게 간다고 일부러 배를 택했는데.
쿠퍼 해적 앞에서는 누구도 안전할 수가 없다. 어림없다.
I find it interesting that Toad has a voice that's fairly similar to how Japanese would portray Toad in like the Satellaview games. Oh, let me type some in chat for a bit.
고향에서 편하게 살 걸 괜히 나왔다 싶어.
쿠퍼 해적선의 깃발이다.
There we go. That's what I tend to find when I try to search for Aigwo in Korean, and let's see, you get quite a few results for several different Korean things named Aigwo. There's apparently an Aigwo East Road. There's Aigwo Chen. There's a teapot made by Lei Aigwo. So yeah, Aigwo is a common name in Korea. Apparently there's some people named Aigwo in China too. So like I think that's Aigwo Lee. Shanghai. Yeah. Aigwo is a name that apparently it's in both Korea and China. I need a lot of budget to become a VTuber. You know, if I want to be even remotely comparable to some of the ones I watch and enjoy. Also, I need something going for me more than just a Teleview nerd trivia. like, I don't think I can dance. I'm too fat to dance. I have too much of a sense of shame to consistently sing. And I don't do a lot of role playing on my live streams either. But probably the biggest thing is that, you know, I don't exactly have whales in my channel, if you get what I mean. Like I really need funding more than anything.
해적 구포가 거짓말도 못하니 더구나 내 순순히 잡히진 않았어.
구포는 우리 그냥 두지 않을 거야. 무슨 술을 써야만 돼?
이봐, 노래나 불러. 창고에는 우유가 100병 있어요. 창고에는 우유가 100병 있어요. 창고에는 우유가 100병 있어요.
Yeah, models are expensive. I'd probably need to upgrade my computer, which is also expensive.
난 파티에 참석할 의상이 없어요. 가장 좋은 야외복을 성 안에 두고 왔거든요.
무슨 소리? 공주가 주인공인데 빠질 수에 없지. 너를 경비에 붙여서 그만을 가장 많이 내놓은 해적에게
I need to figure out what my niche in the VTuber scene is, because, you know, I'm not exactly a kawaii anime waifu. Nor am I, like, you know, nor am I exactly Fujoshi bait. Huh. Why a Korean Wii in particular? Like, I would assume that if I mod it, when I mod my Wii U, I'll probably have all access to any Korean stuff I'd need in regards to Korean Wii stuff.
그럼 우리 정말 되네. 자, 어서 위로 올라가자.
자, 한 번 더.
Korean games are expensive? Oh. I should probably look into that a bit. I remember finding listings for Korean games while I was trying to find Korean Super Show VHSs. But I didn't really pay attention to what the prices were. So...
염려 마시오 선장. 어쨌든 우리는 이곳을 떠나야 됩니다. 훌륭하지는 않지만 그래도 배로 쓸 수는 있을 거예요.
자, 이제 경매에 참가할 해적들이 다 모였대.
실망시켜서 유감이지만 나를 사겠다는 해적은 한 명도 없을 거예요, 쿠퍼.
그런 걱정을 안 해도 되니까 염려 말이야.
당신은 추악해요, 쿠퍼. 비열하고 잔인하고 양심도 없는 야만인 예요.
난 모르는 줄 알아. 그래 싱거운 수작은 그만하자. 친애하는 해적 동지들 잘 들으시오. 여러분이 기대하시던 공주 경매 시간이다. 그만 천냥 내실 분 없으니까 이 돈은 가장 불쌍한 사람에게 줍니다. 그게 누구냐? 바로 나예요.
저기 있다. 해적 항구야.
내가 슈퍼 마리오 힘을 지니고 있을 때 빨리 공주님을 구해내야겠다.
어떻게 공주님을 구해내지? 우리는 배도 없고 대포도 없고 무기도 없는데 사람 셋, 버섯 하나, 앵무새 하나로 해적 500명을 당할 수는 없어.
우린 이길 수 없어요, 마리오.
우리 힘으로 안 된다면 해적이 되냐? 그런 다음에 쳐보셔.
정말 이래도 괜찮아요?
나만 믿으면 된다니까. 시더 선장을 몰라보시겠소? 이쪽은 롱존 스파게티 선장이고.
그래 좋았어. 그 정도면 누가 봐도 감쪽같이 속겠구나.
말도 안 되는 작전이야.
해적들
100 to 500 for a game. Yikes!
가장 악명 높은
That is
해적
terrifying to
선장들이
think
나가신다.
about. Like we in America are flipping out when Nintendo raised the price of the game by $10. Yikes!
넌 살짝 숨어 들어가서 공주를 구해내.
Anyway, sorry if there's any random noise. I was kind of combing through my plugs because it seems like something stopped functioning. Let's see what it was. I think it was a
너 연기 잘해야 돼.
surge
거칠게
protector.
나가라고.
I think it's wore out over the years. I probably shouldn't have been using it in retrospect. It's considered a collectible now, but them's the breaks.
때론 컵에 담아서 이 바다의 요정 같은 공주를 위해 그만 100만 냥 내놓을 해적은 없어. 이런 경 내겠어. 이런 냥.
So yeah, the surge protector. One of my surge protectors busted, so I had to do some quick shuffling around to re-plug some stuff in. I'm gonna try plugging in my Wii U first to make sure it didn't brick.
부자가 됐다. 부자야. 이제 세상에서 제일
I don't think it was
부자가 됐다.
out long enough to have bricked, but I'll check it.
아니 이게
너희 망할 놈의 마리오 이 향기들아.
But yeah, I do remember hearing that in many foreign countries, it's so expensive to just to buy games that you know, normal people end up pirating more than buying, you know. All right, my Wii U is still functional. That was a bit of a scare, but nothing to worry about. Japanese versions of the games are cheaper. Now that's a bit weird. I'm gonna guess it's something about the yen. Like, I know for many, like, for quite a bit of the second-hand market in America, it's often cheaper to import a Japanese version of a game than to play the English one. Especially if it's an RPG or a Nintendo title. Like, if it's an RPG or a Nintendo game, like, it's usually cheaper to import the Japanese version than buy a localized one in the second-hand market. Yeah. Alright, so I think that's all. I think that's all I really had ready for this stream. Like, I thought it was gonna be longer, but I learned things faster than I expected. I learned things faster than I expected. I'm gonna type out the Iglo trivia on Twitter. That way, there you go. Type that out. And tariffs? Maybe it's tariffs, but tariffs usually raise prices rather than lower them. And I know, like, Japan and America don't really have much tariffs. Like, it's almost certainly, like, I'm pretty certain it's about currency conversion. Like, the yen tries to keep in sync with the dollar. Like, it tries to keep itself pegged to the dollar, so that might affect how the prices are for other things. And probably the other thing is production. Like, I'm gonna get, like... Oh yeah, licensing! Licensing probably factors into this! The Korean stuff is licensed by Hyundai! That's right! Alright, you know what, I'm gonna end this with the Super Convoy TV ads. Like, just because we gotta play those ads at the end. Because these ads are the kind of ads I wish America got. Look at that. You have the Ninja Turtles, you have Dragon Ball, you got Dragon Quest, and they're all together. Yes, Korea did Super Smash before Japan. Well, yeah, he looks out of place because he's literally a Looney Tunes character hanging around a bunch of he's hanging around a bunch of anime and video game characters. The only one that it's even remotely similar is Raphael, the Ninja Turtle. And even Raphael, he's not designed like a Looney Tunes character. He's designed like a 80s action show character, so they're not that stylistically similar. It's kind of like how Michelangelo looked out of place in Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue because Michelangelo looked like Basically, Michelangelo didn't look like a character from a funny cartoon. He looked like a character from an action show. Now, well, part of the charm of the '87 Ninja Turtles cartoon was the joke about how they looked like they were how they looked like they were like action show guys, but the show was really mostly comedy with some action segments. But yeah. Kunai GC mod chip. I don't think I need that. I'm probably gonna mod the Wii. I don't need a mod chip for GameCube. Anything I need a mod chip for GameCube for, I could do on the Wii U. Oh yes, the soccer game's Captain Tsubasa. Like, America didn't even get Captain Tsubasa. Well, America didn't get the Dragon Ball game either, obviously. But yeah, like, you got Captain... You have, like... Imagine if you were in America one day and you suddenly had Goku and Buster Bunny interacting with a Ninja Turtle. Like, Kids WB did some of that to some extent, but, you know, it didn't actually, like, you know, there were limits to that. There were limits to it on Kids WB. Oh yeah, well, we got like the Tecmo Cup soccer game thing, which changed the story so much and changed so many of the graphics that it almost seems like a different game entirely. We didn't get any of the other ones. Also, they were apparently working on like a European Mega Drive version of Tecmo Cup soccer game that got canceled, but it was canceled to like a mostly complete state, and the prototype leaked on the internet. Whole thing's whack. It's a bit of a bummer how mistreated that set of games are in regards to localization, because the gameplay idea is pretty neat. Like, way more about the strategy than the Twitch arcade stuff from that would be more common in that era. I don't know. If anime was mainstream in the 80s, I don't know. I mean, like, you know, what would have been what was around in the 80s? There was Robotech. There was Voltron. There was Harmony Gold Dragon Ball. Harmony Gold Dragon. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want Harmony Gold Dragon Ball to be the dominant Dragon Ball, if you get what I mean. Oh yeah, Lupin the Third, before they could actually use Lupin the Third's name. And the voice cast is way different, and the scripts are way different from what the modern ones are. So it's very jarring to watch. Like, it's very jarring to watch one Lupin dub, and then watch another Lupin dub, and the voice cast is different, and the style of the scripts is different. It can be very disorienting. I think that's part of the reason why I didn't really watch like the dub of like say like the Castle Cagliostro or something like that, because I was like my first exposure to Lupin was on Adult Swim, so I got used to that dub cast, and I just kind of knew that if I tried watching any of the other dubs, it'd be like when I got exposed to the Filipino Dragon Ball Z tape. Like listening to alternate dubs is a very surreal experience. You gotta mentally prepare yourself for it before you get into it. Like, cause if you go in blind, you'll just feel mentally assaulted by how. I guess it's kind of like the feeling people have when they claim they're being gaslighted. Like when all the voices that come out of people's mouths are different, and they say things that you wouldn't really associate with them. Of course, sometimes the scripts themselves are just wrong, but yeah. Oh yes, the cliffhanger Laserdisc arcade. Yes, yes, yes. Like, that's another example of, like, let's see, there was Cliffhanger and there was Bega's Battle. Weird Laserdisc adaptations of anime made for the English market that, again, like, all of them, the scripts are different. Sometimes the story itself, it's different. Cliffhanger added scenes from a completely different Lupin movie for padding. So you see stylistic clash. Not only scenes from a different Lupin movie, I think it's scenes from a different English dub of a Lupin movie. Which means that all the characters in that talk in that one scene have different voices from the ones in the rest of the game. It's very, very whack. Very whack. I actually have a Speedy VCD. I have a Speedy VCD of Rival Fusion. The one where Pikkon is Piccolo and Goten is Goku. It's so cringe. It's so cringe. It's funny. Ah! Big Green! Let that child alone. Like, I mean... yeah, big... Big I feel like Big Green probably would have been better if they had better voice actors, though. Oh, hey, Handlebar. We kind of just wrapped up like me examining more of Korean Super Show now that I got an actual full tape rip to work with. So we're kind of just in idle discussion since we have extra time. I remember seeing Amazon listing for like a Big Green DVD for America, and I was curious about getting it, but I kind of held back because I needed to put my money in things that actually mattered, like, you know, bills and shit. I hate bills. But yeah. Yeah, like Big Green had lines like, "Good Lord, it's God." Like that line's actually really funny. Like that line actually sounds like witty English writing. Like that. Like I like that. I get like that. Like if the voice actors were better, the Big Green dub wouldn't be that bad. Like it'd probably be comparable to the Funimation dub. Since the Funimation dub's also full of bad rewrites. Like most people just think the Funimation dub is good because the voice actors are actually capable of emoting on a level of a Saturday morning cartoon. Like that's the main reason why that works. But like the script for Funimation's Dragon Ball Z dub's actually kind of really crappy. But yeah. Yes, yes. Kamehameha. I mean, again, Funimation did that same error at times. Well, particularly in like the early syndicated episodes. Like Gohan would constantly be shouting Kamehameha when he was throwing to Masenko. Again, so yeah, like people will rail on Big Green for those errors, but really a lot of them are very similar to Funimation errors. So it's mostly just the voice acting being very cringe that kills it. Yeah, a lot of people forget. A lot of people forget. They seem to remember the Funimation dub as being better than what it actually was. Believe me, I'll take the Kai dub any day. Messing up the name of the Kaioken was also pretty cringe. Like seriously, it's literally named after the guy it's literally named after the guy you localized as King Kai. Like how can you screw that up? Like it's literally his move. Like I can understand a lot of the like I can understand like changing Krillin because Korean's hard to pronounce and but messing like Kaioken was cringe. Kaioken was just cringe. Kaioken is just cringe. I want the magic stick. Power pole also sounds like a euphemism, though. So there's that. There's that. Incidentally, talking about weird anime stuff is good practice for being a VTuber. Unfortunately, I'm pretty behind in my anime. People will probably tell me to watch stuff like ReZero and whatnot, and I'm like, dude, I haven't even watched Haruhi yet. Slow down. You know what I mean? Oh boy, reaction videos. Huh. Oh, oh, yeah, that sounds interesting. I should check that out sometime. Man, that makes me realize if I become a VTuber, I'm guessing I'm gonna need to make a new channel for being a VTuber, and I'd probably have to redo a lot of the old streams I did, like with Satellaview content, as like a VTuber, and it'd feel a bit. I'm not so sure if I'd be able to pull it off the way I'd want to, because I feel like many of my best moments are when I react to something blind. Or when I just figure out something, you know what I mean? Whereas, like, with the Satellaview stuff, like, I think a lot of people tend to get... I think a lot, like, people, like, I like the Satellaview stuff, but I think people get bored of me playing it because it's, like, a guy who, like... I'm, like, a guy who, like, isn't going in blind. I, like, already know everything, but I'm not particularly, like, speedrun level skilled. So... Like, I'm not, you know... Dumb but thicker bowl. Well, yeah, that's what I wanted to do if I were a VTuber, like a Satellaview inspired model. Like maybe something akin to like a VTuber model of like a something that's similar to Parabo or Satebo. That, although I do know, like compared to like other VTubers, that'd be very stylistically out there. Like most VTubers I know are kawaii anime waifus. So they probably would be like, you know, they probably I wouldn't exact like I don't think I'd be attracting a lot of the normal VTuber audiences with a VTuber profile that looks like a like what's the best way to describe Sarebo and Parabo's designs? A Japanese interpretation of a Western cartoon design is probably the best way to describe it. Because they're not really like American style, but they're not what people normally associate with the Japanese style either. Oh, that's good handlebar. Actually, you'd be surprised. Like, I think you'd be surprised by Prius. I think the 2D models can be pretty expensive too. I'd probably need to get familiar with those VTubers, Viperus. Like, I think the only one I can really remember off the top of my head that would be like totally not a kawaii VTuber was this guy that was an ogre, and even then, like I think he streamed for a while. Then I think he got picked up by a bigger company, and he became like a one of the Fujoshi bait guys. So that didn't even last all that long. Uh Oh, an animator. He could probably design his own VTubers then, so he probably... Gee, I sure wish I could draw! Gee, being able to draw would certainly be able to, cut into the price of being a VTuber. Anyway, I feel like it's a lot of dead air in idle chat now. Who, like, well, Vroid. I'll look into that. I think it might be best if I stop streaming and this discussion, like, continues, like, in the comments or in my Discord, because I feel like I'm streaming dead air now. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream anyway, Viperus, so thank you for coming in. Also, thank you for coming in, P.O. and, Handlebar. And I'm pretty certain I saw oh, Palpuck, Sonic Cool, Brian Figueroa, and okay, that was all who came in today. Thank you all for coming in. Hopefully I'll be able to see more of Korean Super Show in the future. In the meantime, I might try to stream on Tuesdays, but I don't know what I'm planning to stream just yet. But, you know, among my schedule changes, like, my work days are now Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So, I'm off Tuesday. So, I could stream on Tuesday, and I can, you know, probably not be able to stream on Friday as much, but, you know, I'll see what I can do there. See you all later.